Okay, so we're ready to start creating our first page. So I'm just going to drag Notepad over to the right hand side of my screen, and that will allow me to look at both the module and the Notepad, but I need to also make sure that Word Wrap is selected. Now I'm going to scroll down to page 5 and type this code into my Notepad just exactly as it appears. Now I always suggest putting some spaces between all of your activities. I know the module doesn't show you this, but I always tell my students to do this because that way if there's an error somewhere, it's easier to find it. You can imagine you might have 300 lines of code before you're finished, and if there's an error, it's easier to find if all of your activities are separated by spaces. Anyway, it will not affect how it looks on the screen, but it will make it easier for you to find it in your editor. So anyway, once you've got all of this typed and your 9 basic tags with a few other 2 extras, um, it's ready to work. So what you need to do is save it. So you go File, Save As, and in here in the Save As box, make sure you put it into your BBT9 folder, your HTML folder, and your practice folder. And make sure that these 4 folders are there as well. Okay? And then down here, make sure that the Save As type is selected as HTML. And if it's not, then you can just click this arrow, find it, and select Hypertext Markup Language. And then in the new file, we're going to name it index. And then we're going to click Save. All right? And now we're going to run launch in Chrome, and it will open up here. And that's what it should look like. So you see my title shows up in the title bar. My heading shows up right here. It's big. H1 is the biggest heading. And then my paragraph shows up here. Whoops. There. And there's your first web page. Congratulate yourself. More on the next video.